My body is frozen to the spot as I see a shiny pair of Oxford shoes come into sight. My neck aches from staring down, and my muscles feel tense. I can see the owner of the shoes slowly walk around me before stopping behind me. Then, I suddenly feel his hand brush away my hair from my neck, leaving it bare. His palm grazes my skin, and I shiver at his touch. That's odd. Usually, my wolf and I would recoil at another man's touch. Maybe it's because she can sense the power radiating from him, so she doesn't want to seem disrespectful. I feel his breath suddenly fanning the area he left open before I hear him inhale a deep breath. My hands clutch my dress tighter as his nose skims that area of my neck before he stops and moves back. I'm already beginning to regret wearing an off shoulder. He walks back to my front before using his thumb and forefinger to raise my head up. And I'm met with the most beautiful pair of glowing golden brown eyes.
Mine.
A growl rumbles through his chest, with his eyes fixed intently on me. Wait, what? I've seen that possessive look before. I've seen it in the look Brad gives me sometimes. But this one is different. More intimate. Like he's already claimed me and couldn't wait to pounce on me. I gasp, taking a step back in surprise, and his eyes darken as he watches my movement. He stretches his arm out to wrap around my waist and slams me into his chest. I could feel sparks of electricity in the air between us and down my body. My hands come up to his chest in the intent of pushing him away, but I'm left dazed by his magnificent face structure. He leans his face down, and I feel his lips by the shell of my ear as he whispers,
Mate.
No!
Another voice roars behind him, and I feel him stiffen under my hands. I'm rigid to my spot, not sure what is going on yet. Did he just call me his mate? That's not possible. Brad is my mate. Or rather, was. The man in front of me lets go of me and spins to face who dares challenge him. He pushes me behind him as if to shield me, and I hear him let out a loud snarl. I notice he isn't too bulky, but neither is he too thin. Just lean, muscular, and perfect. His skin seems to glow, and he's really tall. I can't even see over his shoulder with my heels. I tilt my head to the side to get a better view of what's happening, and I roll my eyes at the sight of Brad having on a jealous look. His fists are clenched by his sides, and his whole body is shaking, trying to rein in his wolf. Is he crazy to challenge a lichen? And not just any lichen, a prince!
You said she is your mate.
Luna Sierra's icy tone questions her son while pointing to Stacy. But I can feel the anger underneath her skin, waiting to cause havoc. Even Alpha Benson is letting out low growls as his nostrils flare in anger. Luna Sierra doesn't get an answer from her son, so she walks over to Stacy and grips her arm before dragging her out. I can see her claws digging into Stacy's skin as she whimpers in pain. Tears are pooling in her eyes as she looks down, ashamed. Call me nuts for smiling at her pain, but I smile anyway. She has made me suffer too much the past year.
I need an answer.
Her voice radiates authority.
Is he your destined mate?
Luna Sierra's tone is once more calm and collected, but filled with so much ice. I feel a little sorry for dear Stacy. She doesn't answer, but continues to sob as tears fall down her cheeks. Oh no, not the poor girl act. What a fake. She hasn't regretted it when she was stealing my mate from me and making my life a living hell.
Answer me!
Luna Sierra suddenly yells, losing her cool. Stacy jumps in fright as sobs continue to rack her body.
No, she isn't.
Brad quickly answers for her, making his mom stiffen in shock. Oh look, he cares so much for her. I internally scoff before rolling my eyes at him.
Ellie is.
he adds, and this makes Alpha Benson slam his fist on his desk.
I see.
His Majesty suddenly speaks while nodding in understanding. Everyone whips their heads to him at that, wanting to know his opinion. He digs his hands into his pants pockets, and his eyes look to me.
Your son rejected this beautiful wolf for her.
He gestures to a pale Stacy.
What a pity.
He shakes his head, making me blush while Stacy got more teary-eyed. Did he just say I'm better than her? I can feel my insides bubble in happiness at being complimented, and I try to hide my blush.
His loss, my gain.
A malicious grin makes his way to his lips, giving him the look of a devil.
If you don't mind, Benson, I would like to claim my mate and be on my way.
I'm not shocked at the way he addresses my alpha. He might look younger than Alpha Benson, but Lycans age slower than we do, so he might be older.
But, Your Majesty, she's my son's mate. You have to let them be together, otherwise... Enough!
The prince orders with his aura stretched about the room. Every wolf, including my parents, bared their neck open in submission, but I'm still left unaffected. His eyes are darkened as he stares back at my alpha, and I can see his jaw clench.
I'll be going home tonight with my mate, and anyone who dares stop me will suffer dire consequences.
His eyes specifically lock on Brad.
I hope that is clear enough for everyone.
He smiles, wickedly, like he hadn't just laid out a threat.